So I think there's a few things I might have to tweak and change in here. This just isn't working for me right now. But yeah, we can change this around. This is still the original setup from last time. So yeah, thankfully I had all of that saved. And this is exciting, man. Power is back. The NWA is back. And I'm really, really looking forward to seeing what they've got in store for us. Of course, Power was on YouTube before. Now it's on Fight TV. We are going to be looking to cover the show every single week. We also know that in the near future, NXT is moving over to Tuesdays. So that means NWA and NXT are both going to be on the same day. So I can see us doing both shows on a Tuesday going forward. So that's why it's just worth, getting into this, seeing where we are. This is very much like a reset. So if you don't know anything about Power or you don't know anything about the NWA, this is going to be a very, very good starting point. This is kind of like refresh, restart, and I'm very much looking forward to seeing what they've got in store for us. So if you want to watch along, it's on Fight TV. You do have to subscribe. It's about $4.99 a month, and that gets you all of the episodes for the month. I don't know if there's another place to watch it. Like, I don't know if it's on TV. Something tells me it might be on Virgin Media or something. Well, that might just be the pay-per-views. I didn't look into it, to be honest, and I probably should have. But I know for a fact it's on Fight TV. That's how I'm watching it. And yeah, I'm very, very excited for this show because this was genuinely one of my favorite wrestling shows. And when it was back on before, and I'm very excited that it has now come back. We obviously watched the pay-per-view at the weekend, back on the attack. We got some great action. I thought the Pope Thom Latimer match in particular was excellent. Thunder Rosa against Kamille, I thought, delivered. It was very, very good match. And same with Aron Stevens against Nick Aldis. It kind of felt just nice to have it back more than anything else. So back on the attack. Shout out to everyone that's joining us. As I said, I feel really small on this one. I need to try and figure this out and get this changed over. Because at the moment, I'm not satisfied. I'm not settled. Okay, that's definitely gone wrong now. I'm invisible. I've gone full on John Cena. I'm back, hang on, don't worry. Okay, I'm going to talk to my mum about it, says J&L Boys. Yes, talk to your mum about it. I'm not sure what you're talking to her about, but talk to her. We should all talk to our mothers more. We really, really should. Whilst I am trying to find how the flip I change this over, I would talk to you about matches. I actually don't know any. I meant to go to the NWA and have a look and see if they'd put anything out, because I thought they might put out a little bit of a preview. And honestly, I didn't get a chance to look. So let me have a look now, and we'll see if there's anything on. NWA, tomorrow we return. If you enjoyed Back for the Attack, there's more where that came from. The stars that you know and love are back, along with a few surprises. Oh! Hey, I like surprises. Here we go. Right. Tuesday nights, Power. Apparently, Into the Fire is going to be the theme as well, which is really, really cool to see that's coming back. Familiar faces. Okay. Joe Galley just said big surprises. Joe Galley said big surprises. So I'm saying CM Punk. I'm going to go CM Punk, Brock Lesnar. I think they've managed to get Andre the Giant. This is going to be a big, big evening for the NWA. So there we go. Joe Galley saying big surprises. So it starts in about 10 minutes' time. I am just going to use that time to do stuff I probably should have done before the stream started. Oh, here he is. That's a little better. That's a little better. Woo! Starting to feel like the boy is back, baby. His name is Days Cena. Yeah, I am all in blue. I feel like I work for the fire service. I don't know why. I kind of feel like, a fireman that's like off duty or waiting for call out. Maybe a fireman that's on his lunch. That's the kind of vibe that I'm rocking here. Imagine a fireman with no muscles, no skill, no training, scared of fire, doesn't like heights, and doesn't like loud noises either. I mean, if you think about it, I pretty much sit in a very quiet room all the time. So I don't need the wee-wahs going off all the time. Do you know what I mean? That's going to get on my nerves. So I'm that guy, basically. I'm that guy. So that's the vibe I'm very much going for today. Lou LFC says, Days, can I say something? Yes, Lou, you can. Because the chat would be a very different place if people didn't. Has King Corbin won the Universal title before? No. He's never won the Universal. He's never won the WWE. He's never won any of the major championships. I don't recall him ever being US champion. I don't even know if I recall him being Intercontinental champion, thinking about it. Has he won any belt? I can't recall him winning any belt. I know that he had Money in the Bank, and he cashed it in and was foiled by John Cena, I think it was. Our good friend, John Cena. Yeah, I don't think he's ever held any championship. I can't picture him with any belt. I can't picture him with any tag title, any NXT title, any mid-card title, any women's title, any world title. So, no, apart from Money in the Bank and King of the Ring, I don't think he's ever won anything. And, of course, our hearts. He did win the US title. Did he? Did he? Did he? Did he? When did he do that? I honestly do not remember that. Hang on, let's have a look. I honestly thought he was just the king of the ring and the king of our hearts. Let's have a look. King Corbin. It's a good question. See, I was right to encourage you, wasn't I? To ask your question. It was a good question. He's never won Intercontinental. According to Wikipedia, you are right. He is a one-time United States champion. When did he win that? When was that a thing? I do not remember this. Mr. Money in the Bank, United States champion, 2017, 2018. Approach Kevin Host, no title match. I don't understand. I don't remember any of this. Like, my brain has just completely erased this championship reign. It's just like it just never happened. Do you know what? Even though it's on Wikipedia, I want to see a picture of Baron Corbin holding that belt. Baron Corbin, US title. Let's have a look. Oh my God. Well, do you know what? No wonder I erased it. No wonder I erased it, because when you see the picture, I know this has got nothing to do with NWA, but we got a couple of moments. When you see the picture, it's just a completely different world. It's a completely different world. It's not a world that I recognize. Here's the image. First of all, who is that man? Yeah? Who's that man? Look at his hair. That's not King Corbin. Who's that guy? So, there we go. I don't know who that dude is with long balding, but with hair long at the back. I mean, what is that? What is going on there? So, we've got a whole look going on. And what is this belt? What's that belt? That's not the United States belt. So, there's a whole lot of, there's questions to be asked there. I think there's a big conspiracy going on. A big, big conspiracy. I'm gonna blame, the reptilians. The reptilian. That is, in fact, I am. I think that's one of them. I think that's one of them. If ever you needed evidence that the reptilians are real, there's one holding up the former United States Championship. So So, yeah, there we go. We've all learnt some stuff today. We have all learnt King of the Reptilians. That could be a brand new gimmick for him. Brand new gimmick. But in answer to your question, no, he's never won the universe. Well, at least I don't think so. I don't know anymore. Maybe he was. Maybe he was Universal Champion. Oh, my God. When he was going through his reptilian phase. James Chadwick says there's NWA and AEW pay-per-views are on Virgin Media, but not the weekly shows. Oh. Well, looks like Fight then is your only way to watch Power. I can understand people being a bit put off with the fee. Because, of course, when it comes to a lot of the other wrestling, you don't necessarily have to pay. I mean, I do over here for AEW. In order to watch it, I have to pay some money. I was going to say $4.99. I actually don't know how much it is. So it's like $4.99 a month or something. And that's how much Power is as well. Obviously, they were on YouTube before, and I don't think that from a financial point of view that was working for them. We've said many times like the AdSense just it ain't cutting the mustard, baby. Like you ain't making much from that. That's not keeping a wrestling company going. Let's put it that way. So I can understand the move. Wayne Garland is a legend. He donated £1.99. Days, people keep saying the new Fiend is Bo Dallas. Yeah, we had this yesterday. We kind of touched on it yesterday as well, saying that there's no evidence of that. There's no proof of that. Someone's even looked at the eye color and said that it's the same as Bray's. Now, of course, they could.
Wayne Garland is a legend.
Oh, she's really.
He donated £1.99 via a super chat. Days, people keep saying the new Fiend is Bo Dallas.
This is a different world, isn't it? We got a voiceover woman. Wow. We got a voiceover woman. Yeah, someone's looked at the eye color, matched it to Bray, and they're convinced that it's Bray that is in there. Obviously, this person seems to be quite padded. Could it be revealed to not be Bray? Sure, because you can't see enough of the person. And the eye color can always be changed with like contact lenses. Like we've seen them use contact lenses numerous times. So, or maybe Bo and Bray have got very close eye color. I honestly don't know. I've not bothered looking into it. But for me, it's a wild fan theory and nothing more than that. I would be very surprised if Bo reveals himself to be under all of that. It is a lot of padding though. I mean, we have seen that his mobility just isn't brilliant, is it? We were saying, like, when he turns, he seems to turn like this. There seems to be quite a bit of padding for whatever reason. I don't know if, like, he's having to wear, like, all the prosthetics to make it look like he was burnt or whatever. I have no idea why he seems to have his mobility so restricted. Perhaps it's, like, to do with all the prosthetics. He seems to have like a tactical vest on now as well, so maybe it's just a lot of stuff. It's not making it very easy to move. So I would be shocked if it was Bo. I think it's just a fan theory that's out there, but I'm also not against it. I also think it'd be quite cool if it was, because I have no idea what Bo's doing. Seemingly nothing. So it might be quite cool if it was. How long we got? Oh, a minute. We've only got a minute. You see, we started a little bit late because I needed to set up this. And I needed to set up the Wrestling Escape Pod that will be on pretty much straight after this. Obviously, it's the Tommy Toy Travels birthday celebration. So if you don't normally join us for the Wrestling Escape Pod, definitely try to, because I think it's going to be quite a fun one this week. The clips that have been sent are great, as always. So, yeah, very much looking forward to that. But I am looking forward to this as well. Do you know what I just realised? There won't be the YouTube countdown clock. That was always something that I loved. It was like a friend of ours on the NWA having that little countdown clock and the countdown music as well on YouTube. So we won't get any of that, unfortunately. But we're 20 seconds away from apparently some surprises. So let's see what they've got in store. Starfire says, who is your favorite male wrestler? Well, Roman at the moment, I think, is probably doing the best work. Obviously, nothing but respect for Nick Aldis, the real world's champion. And here we go. We are starting off with Power. And we've got question mark in the intro as well. There's Tim Storm. There, Eddie Kingston being shown. Eddie Kingston was shown on the intro. So this is all footage from older Powers. A little bit of backstage stuff. There's Nick Aldis. Right, Nick Aldis. Thunder Rosa being shown. So looks like she's still going to be all over the show. Obviously, she came up a little short against Kamille, but a very good match. Trevor Murdoch being highlighted. Great to hear Into the Fire back. Into the fire. Kamille. Fire. Oh, Kamille gets a little graphic. Nice double leg drop kick. Pope gets a graphic as well. So it looks like 5 names have had graphics at the start. We got Velvet Sky, Tim Storm, Joe Galley on commentary. Apparently these were recorded yesterday. Into the Fire is awesome. It is awesome. Shout out to William, Austin, James, Harley, Starfire, everyone that's joining us right now. We've got Power has returned. Tim Storm says, we've got the best talent. This is always the place to be. Velvet Sky. It's... Okay. Okay, so we've got Strictly Business. So we've got Thom Latimer, we've got Kamille, we've got Nick Aldis. All right, shut your mouth. So Latimer talking to Pope. They had a fantastic match. Probably my favorite match, actually, from that pay-per-view. Thom Latimer saying, mark my words, we will meet again. Hollow Man Boy, shout out to you, my friend. LSW says Tim Storm now works on commentary. Yeah, he got rave reviews. Kamille said, Kamille, it's weird having Kamille talk. It's cool. Look, she loves it now. She loves talking. It's her favorite thing. Kamille says there might not be enough room for us all to stand up it. Look, she wants to talk even more. She's off now. That's it. All them years of being silent. Right, Nick Aldis is like, right, guys, can we just calm this down? It's a lovely suit. Nick Aldis says, don't try to calm this man down. You don't put a saddle on a Mustang. So there's a 6-man main event tonight. We need a partner for Aldis and Latimer. Power is back, baby. Days, how is the family and Kia? It's Kia's birthday, not long. We worked out she's going to be 56 in human years. That was wild. Fight TV broke out the big check. And now we are here. So Fight getting a mention on NWA Power. Strictly business. Okay, interesting open. Good open. Kia's 56th birthday. Well, yeah, I know. Crazy in dog years, isn't it? Elaine says, are you live for the boxing days? I say White knockout in round 7. Well, I would love for White to do it. I think it's very difficult to predict because I do think he's the better fighter. But Povetkin found that shot, didn't he? And he could find that shot again. I don't quite know how you're going to stop that shot. So I'm a bit worried that Povetkin might do it again. So, yeah, we will watch it. I think the whole thing will be branded for UFC, though. Because I probably don't want to set it up for boxing and then have to change it and mess around. So it's UFC. I'll probably just brand it all that and we'll run with that. But yeah, we'll be covering it. Right, good opening promo. Just kind of setting the scene, really, that we're going to have a big 6-man main event. I don't think it mentioned people that were in it. They need to find a partner. They're saying that you can catch the replay of Back for the Attack on Fight. And we've got Kamille versus Alex Gracia. Right, okay, we're underway with Kamille versus Alex Gracia. The camera angle feels a bit different here. I feel like because there's no crowd, they're able to kind of get a little further back than what they were before. So I could be wrong. I'm not usually. But it feels that the cameras are slightly different. It's good. I like the cameras being there. It makes it feel a little bigger. So Kamille beating Thunder Rosa the other day. We know that Kamille is going to go on to face Serena Deeb. And she's in there with Alex Gracia. Don't know Alex Gracia. But that was pretty brutal. Torture rack.
Ricky 245 is a legend.
Ricky E245.
Super chart. Who is your favorite boxer right nowadays?
Favorite boxer right now? Tricky. That's tricky. I've got a lot of respect for Canelo, of course. But I am waiting for someone to beat him. He's only lost one fight, I believe, and that was against Mayweather. And that was back in like 2013 or some like many moons ago. Bit of blood here as well. So, I don't know, it's hard for me not to go with the heavyweights. As a British person, I'm very proud of Fury and Joshua and what they're achieving. So, that fight is just incredible. Still no news on it, but I'm really looking forward to it. And I might just be leaning Joshua. I've got a lot of respect for Fury. I think Fury is like the people's champion. But, yeah, I don't know. I love Joshua. I love the way he fights and the way he carries himself. And he just feels like something really special, you know? Nasty spear by Kamille. Honestly, Alexa Grasso here is doing some great selling. She just got speared and she was really struggling to catch her breath. Kamille hits her with another tackle. Grasso, who's got blood all on her face, has just been absolutely battered. Tim Storm says Kamille has to hit these women twice with those tackles just to feel like she's punished them enough. I think Kamille is so impressive with the way that she carries herself. I think her ring attire looks awesome. I think she's quite confident when it comes to promos. I feel like she's getting more and more confident all the time. And I think she will have got a lot of confidence from that match against Thunder Rosa. And yeah, she's got a bright future. What the flip is this? This kid smoking? You wouldn't let me smoke. So when should I start tackling? That's an advert about not allowing kids to tackle at a young age. I would argue the bigger concern is that they're all sat on the sidelines smoking away like that's a bigger concern. We need a kids don't smoke advert. Let's worry about that first. Right, we've got Pope. Harley says, Days WrestleMania matches so far. AJ Amos versus New Day. Blah, 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 Fiend versus Orton. Do you like the card so far? Yes. Yes, I do. There's a couple of matches I would change. I'm not into the Bad Bunny one, but I get why it's there. But yeah, I think it's great. Top of the card in particular, I think it's great. What? Yeah? All these kids? All these kids? You wouldn't let me smoke. So why do you let me tackle? Well, first of all, I'm not letting you smoke in, so you can put that out. And if you don't tackle, we'll lose the match, right? So it's up to you. Yeah? Are you a winner? Do you want this? That's what I'd be saying. I tell you what, Pope. I was always on the fence with Pope. I always liked his promos, but his matches never necessarily grabbed me. But his match definitely grabbed me at the pay-per-view. So I was really impressed with his match. Always enjoyed his promos. Okay, looks like we've got a couple of new guys that are going to be competing. And to be TV champion, you've got to go out there week in, week out. Okay, we've got... oh, no way. That Darren... Is that Darren Young? I don't know what his real name is. So, Matt Cross, we've seen him in there before. Yeah, Darren Young. I don't know what his other name, his real name is. I know he's competed in New Japan. Right, we've got Austin Idol coming out. They had that advert when they was on YouTube. They did have an advert about tackle. I don't know if it was that exact same one. It could have been. It could have been. I definitely remember one about tackling. But I can't remember. I can't remember them smoking. But then saying that, I didn't remember that Baron Corbin used to be a United States champion. So it's not a good evening for me. It's not a good evening for me and my memory. Right, Austin Idol has come out and he's got a new client. Someone call your mama, because Tyrus is Austin Idol's latest client. Austin Idol says, this guy is a monster. He will eat people like you. He does look huge. He does look huge. It is Brodus Clay. For those of you that aren't watching, Brodus Clay is here. He puts his hand on the interviewer's head, Kyle's head. It's like Andre. Don't smoke. Smoke is bad. That's the big thing that I've took away from this episode. It's definitely. Who the hell is this? Tyrus says, I don't like you. You don't like me. Okay. Right, so it looks like we're going to this next triple threat. Is it a triple threat? Coming up next, a #1 contenders match for the TV championship. Universal Wrestling College. Right, so we've got Austin Idol again doing a advert right now. UniversalWrestlingCollege.com. You want to be standing here like the Idol. Hello, Monica. How are you doing? Or should I say Queen? Queen Monica. The current reigning queen of our predictions game. Many, many congratulations. I'm just keeping an eye on this because it's weird. Go to UniversalWrestlingCollege.com. Austin Idol will take you under his wing. He will make you successful just like him. So there we go. If you want to get into wrestling, UniversalWrestlingCollege.com. I'll go there as long as there's kids that are smoking. That's my only caveat. Right. I am going to change this over to the people in the match, but I honestly don't know who's in the match. I think we saw Matt Cross was one. So, Matt Cross. Okay. Fred Rosa. It's a three-way dance, guys. A three-way dance. Fred Rosa, formerly known as Darren Young. In the ring, Matt Cross, also known as Son of Havoc. I didn't catch this guy's name. What's his name? Marche. No idea. Right, Fred Rosa, Darren Young. Matt Cross. We are underway. Days, who's the third man, brother? Oh, do you think it is? Do you think it is Hogan? That'd be sick. I think definitely CM Punk. They've gone out. I think that William Patrick Corgan has spent the big bucks. He's gone out. He's gone and picked up CM Punk. He's gone and got Brock Lesnar. He's bringing in Tessa Blanchard as well. She's a free agent, isn't she? Who else is a free agent out there? Charlie Caruso. He's gone and got Charlie Caruso. Charlie Caruso is going to become the new NWA Women's Champion. The only problem is she was meant to be there by now, but she keeps turning up late. So it's not looking good. Austin Terrible. Jay Terrible. What's happening? What's happening in the chat? Isman says, oh no, Alexa has come to pin us all. Oh yeah, we do. We've got Alexa Bliss in the chat. Shout out to Alexa Bliss, who is pinning people in the chat right now. Oh my God, there's going to be so many babies. There's going to be so many, but we're going to have chat babies, aren't we? If Alexa Bliss is going to be pinning people in the chat like she pinned Randy Orton, it's all going to kick off. Anthony says, Days, Bully Ray is Velvet Sky's boyfriend for what it's worth. Okay, that's interesting. Monica says, how y'all doing this fine Tuesday? I think we're all doing well, thank you. I am very much looking forward to the Wrestling Escape Pod. It is it was Tommy's birthday yesterday. So we've got a few birthday messages for the Boston boy, the Boston birthday. I need to get this right, though, no, before Wrestling Escape Pod. The Boston birthday boy. So I have no idea how old he is. I didn't even know it was his birthday. Unsurprisingly, it was Austin316 that just got in touch with a message and was like, have you seen this clip? And it was an old clip. Just a random old clip from one of the old Wrestling Escape Pods where we mentioned our birthdays. It was completely random. And he was like, have you seen this? It's Tommy's birthday. Because of course Austin knows that information. If anyone was going to know that information, it would be Austin. So that's how we found out. Well, we found out because Tommy told us. We all forgot, but Austin remembered. So, yeah, wild. Kaylee says, I know who it is. Who is it? I don't even know what you're talking about, Kaylee, but who is it? I love secrets. Let me in. Let me in. Mr. Crypto's work says, I hate the new angle avoiding the crowd. Oh, you don't like it? Oh, I did. I felt like it makes it feel a bit wider. It makes it feel a bit bigger, a bit more spacious. Seemingly, they won't be able to do this when the crowd's back because the stand will be back out. So, I don't know that it's something you'll necessarily have to worry about or get used to. Not a bad little match. I'm never the biggest fan of triple threats, to be honest. But that's great from Matt Cross. That's great. Bounces, you know, that's... I saw Tyler Bate. Tyler Bate does that quite a bit, where he, bounces off the top rope. Does, a Superman thing. Bounces off the top and then went into a stunner. That was great from Matt Cross. It's weird to call Darren Young Fred, isn't it? Fred Rosa. I mean, that might be his actual name. So no disrespect if it is. But I kind of feel like he could have a better name than Fred. I mean, Fred's perfectly fine. If that is his real name, it's perfectly fine. But I don't know. Can I see a world wrestling champion called Fred? I'm struggling. Why isn't he called Viva La Rosa? Why is he not called Viva La Rosa? Why is he called Fred Rosa? He should be called Viva La Rosa. Oh, Cross with a flip. Forearm strike. Lovely gut check by Fred. Oh, and Fred's won. Fred's won. Fred La Rosa. Just gives me an opportunity to do this. Hashtag, what's it on the front? Hashtag hate. Oh, hashtag block the hate, right? On the front of his tights. I thought it said hashtag hate. I was like, is he a heel? But actually, when he pulled it up, it said block the hate. Yeah, I'd change that as well. I don't want a world champion called Fred that is all goody two-shoes. Do you know what I mean? Fred says hashtag block the hate. I want Viva La Rosa, who says hashtag hate. That's what I want. I want the complete opposite. I don't care who the tag partner is as long as it's not Omega. Well, okay. Days, fun fact, only one man has main evented WrestleMania back-to-back as a face and then a heel, which was Macho Man. Roman will be the second person to do it. At least he would have if he was at Mania last year. Right, we got Slice Boogie. Okay. Slice Boogie. What's he say? Project Baby. He said New York's very own Project Baby. What's Project Baby? What's this about? New York's very own Project Baby. Oh, hang on. No. What? Does he mean is a baby of the projects? Because that's a thing, isn't it? Like... maybe that doesn't translate very well in the UK. Slice Bug. Slice Bug is trying to hit on May Valentine, and she's like, I don't think it's the time for that. I don't think May Valentine wants to hook up with a Project Baby. Hey, this is crazy. Here's my number. Project Baby. Right, we've got Thanos. We've got Drake Maverick Thanos. Jordan Clearwater. Who's he facing? What's going on? Honestly, these graphics are never up long enough. I don't know who these people are. Mike Parrow is from MLW, apparently. So we got Jordan Clearwater against Mike Parrow. I do like the look of Mike Parrow, though. He does look... yeah, he looks nasty. I like his ring attire. He's got his name written on his tights, which looks good. I like Mike Parrow. I like this guy. 2. He's like a walking monster movie. Yeah, he looks cool. I like Mike Parrow. He looks like a good addition if they've signed him. Straight to the midsection by Jordan Clearwater. So what this is just really an opportunity to show us some new names. That's what we're getting tonight. Big clothesline. Jordan Clearwater goes down. Parrow just really taking his time. Mike, you suck is the chant. Think about it, Days. NWA spent big money. It's going to be big money, Matt. Well, yeah, I mean, we'll see who that mystery person is going to be in our main event tonight. Is NWA still available on YouTube? Unfortunately not, Moda, no. It's all moved over to Fight now. Tex on the Fight chat has said Jordan Clearwater is a mixture of Ric Flair and Bob Backlund. I mean, physically, I'm not getting that vibe. But from a wrestling style, I haven't seen enough to say, but... Right, kick out. Big boot by Clearwater. Against the ropes. Net breaker. Parrow goes down. Nice. Kick out. I kind of feel like both of these guys are... Clearwater's been given a nice little spotlight. We've seen a little bit of him. Powerrr, I feel, is a big deal. He's been getting quite a bit of offense in, so it's hard to know which way this is going to go. I feel like Powerrr in control just drops Clearwater on his head, goes to the cover. That could be it. Oh, it was as well. Wow. I honestly didn't know which way that was going to go. Mike Powerrr gets a very good win there. Because we've seen quite a bit of Jordan Clearwater. That's not just the jobber that he's just beaten. That's someone that we've seen quite a bit of. Yeah, I like him. Joe Galley saying, a man of that size, how would you even prepare to face someone like that? Tim Storm saying that looked really bad. Okay, we're going back to Kyle. Thunder Rosa. Right, Thunder Rosa making her way out. Great to see Thunder Rosa. As I said, she feels like a massive star now, doesn't she? Because she is a massive star now. You are the talk of the wrestling business. And they're even talking about that Britt Baker match. Sometimes we have good days. Sometimes we have bad days. Thunder says she wants to get her championship back. Hello, what's happening? Thunder says, Thunder says, let's talk about Kamille. Thunder says that it disgusts her to think of Kamille as being the forefront of the company. Melina is still around. So Melina's, I thought she'd gone. Okay, so Melina has come out. Melina says, I'm very proud of you. When I look at you, I see myself, and I'm very proud of you. Melina says, I know it can hurt when you lose a championship. I just want you to know that I'm here. She did a good job of making that seem heartfelt. I thought she signed with WWE. Yeah, I'm surprised that she's here. I'm surprised. I didn't expect to see her. So Melina says, if you need anything, I'm here for you. I can manage you? Okay, I'm just saying. I can manage you. No disrespect. The past is in the past. She should just call her a douche. No disrespect. I think you're a douchebag. Well, that was a bit awkward, wasn't it? Melina came out, said, look, I'm here for you. If you need anything, if you need a manager. Thunder Rosa was like, nah. Nah, I've thought about it. Nah. Brian said X167. It's my favorite Brian X. I did try the 166 for a while. It didn't work out. But I do like the 167. He says, hi, Days. I just wanted to say, keep up the great work. See, that's why I like him. That's why I like the 167 never lets you down. The Brian X166. I keep forgetting about her.
Via a super chart. Hi, Days. Just wanted to say, keep up the great work.
I'm loving the fact this just works. See, it just works. That's why if you are going to get a Brian X, get the 167. Things just work. Things just work. Even the voiceover woman works. Right, we've got the tag champs, which is a weird combination, I think, of Aron Stevens and Kratos. I'm not a fan of Kratos's ring attire, to be honest. It looks a bit kinky. It's like, do you know what I mean? That kind of... It's kinky. Let's put it that way. Right, we've got Pope here. I don't know what this match... I don't know what this match is. Is this a tag match? Is this the main event? Is this going to be Aron Stevens, Kratos, and Pope? Okay, I think we're at the main event. Yeah, here we go. Here's Aldis, right? Kratos. Kratos. Aron Stevens. Okay. It's Chris Adonis that's joined them. Right, Adonis, Latimer, Aldis. I've got a feeling that there is a surprise. They said big surprises. They wouldn't say that and then not give you one. So I think that they've built it up like this is going to be the surprise. What the hell is pop? What the hell is pop? Pop music. Right, we've got Pope. I think, is it Kratos? Kratos? Aron Stevens versus Adonis, Latimer, and Aldis. I think there's a surprise coming at the end of the show. I don't think they say big surprises. Build up a mystery person in the main event, only for it to turn out to be someone that we've already seen that doesn't really feel like a big surprise. So don't lose heart. Don't lose heart. Yes. Right, Days, I'm throwing these facts at you. At every 10th WrestleMania, a submission specialist has fought multiple opponents and won the World Championship. Official Mel Peachy says, how come Power isn't on YouTube anymore? It's moved to Fight. SaveWithComrade.com has sponsored this show. So just a little mention for Save With Comrade. Strikes coming in by Adonis. Obviously, Adonis used to be Chris Masters. So he's now wrestling as Chris Adonis. You see what I mean? Like, he used to be Chris Masters. Now he's Chris Adonis. Like, that's good. Darren Young used to be Darren Young, but now he's Fred Rosa. It doesn't work for me. Doesn't work for me. Are NWA doing You'll Never See It Coming? I think so. I hope so. I'm predicting so. I don't know who it would be, though. But I can't really say, other than Fred Rosa, that there's been any surprises so far. And they said, Joe Galley said big surprises. Yeah? So maybe Darren Young is one. Maybe. But I think people watching will, and surely they're going to want to end this first episode with something. Do you know what I mean? They're going to want to send a statement, aren't they? You would think. If I was booking the show, I would be ending this show with something big, so that you definitely go on Twitter and talk about it. What? So Darren Young should now be Darren Old? No, I'm just saying that if you're going to change your name because you've got to, because WWE own it, change it to something cool. Do you know what I mean? I feel like he got the Rosa bit quite good. I'm down for Ross. Rosa's fine, but do you know what I mean? He could be like Tequila Rosa. That'd be nice. I like tequila, and I'm into Rosa. Or Viva la Rosa, as we said. But Fred doesn't do it. Maybe I can't even say it. Maybe Tribution are gonna show up. Yeah, that's what we need. We need Slapjack. We need Reckoning. We need Mace. We need T-Bar. That's exactly what we need. Tony Khan is tweeting about Power, says Anthony. That's cool. Well, I was amazed that there wasn't anything from Tony Khan yesterday. I think that they've got a lot of talent. You know, if you think that NWA could be, they could have had NWA be like dark. You know how they've just started Big Show on that AEW Elevation thing. They could have had NWA. NWA could have been where people went to like learn and get good, and then they move on to Dynamite. I mean, that's what's happened anyway. Do you know what I mean? People have left and gone to AEW. So they could have had like a really good working relationship. It would have been a lovely supply of talent for Dynamite. It would have meant that this was basically Dynamite's NXT. NWA could have been Dynamite's NXT. I think that would have been awesome. Keep the talent there for a while, but after a few years, you move them on. You bring some new talent in. They go off to bigger and better things on Dynamite. I think that would have been great. Moda. Is she not reading it? Days, Chris Adonis told me on Twitter that the Adonis is a tribute to Adrian Adonis and the way that he looks. He is now an NWA Moda favorite. Adrian Adonis, wasn't he fat? Wasn't the Adonis ironic? So can't say. Let me hang on. My memory has not been brilliant, but I'm pretty sure that Adrian Adonis was not an Adonis. No, he wasn't an Adonis. So why is he? I've got a picture of Adrian Adonis for those of you that have never seen Adrian Adonis. I love Adrian Adonis. I've got a lot of respect for him. A lot of respect. This guy was like a biker. He was coming out in a jacket and everything, like a biker's jacket. And they decided to change his gimmick. And he went from being a biker to this. Look at this. And he did this in the 1980s. Look at this. And that's Jimmy Hart with him. And this was in the WWE. So that's Adrian Adonis right there. Really cool. He was, I think I'm right in saying that Vince wanted Adrian Street, who was from Wales. He went to the US. He had a character very similar to this, where he would like prance around and whatever, kind of embrace his more feminine side. And, you know, he made waves in the wrestling business. And I think the WWE, but he was getting old. And so WWE, rather than, you know, bringing him in, just created their own version. So they had Adrian Adonis, who competed at like WrestleMania and all the big shows, and was around for a little while. Another fun fact about Adrian Adonis, I think his biker jacket that he used to wear was given to Roddy Piper because he didn't need it anymore, because he changed his gimmick. He became what you just saw, and he didn't need the biker jacket. So he gave that jacket to Roddy Piper and went, look, you can have this now. That jacket would ultimately find its way to Ronda Rousey because, of course, she had Piper's jacket, his black leather jacket, went to Ronda Rousey. I don't know if it was the exact same one, like the exact one that Adrian Adonis gave, but he gave Piper the black jacket. Piper was known for it. He then handed that to Ronda Rousey. So it kind of all goes back to Adrian Adonis. So that's cool. These are just little facts that you pick up in life that you never think you'll get chance to share. But yeah, I'm not sure that I don't know that Chris Adonis has modeled himself on Adrian Adonis. Perhaps he's got a respect for Adrian Adonis like what I do. It's definitely a name that fits. It's definitely a name that fits him. OMG, I look like Adrian Adonis minus the hair and all the girly frilly stuff. Well, you say that, Moda. You say that. Pope going for a pin and Nick Aldis making the save. Aldis goes out the ring. We've got a chair being brought in now. Thom Latimer with Pope. Ooh, lovely strike. Adonis, boom, spine buster. Here's Kratos. Inverted atomic drop against the ropes. Big clothesline. And Adonis rolling out of the ring. Latimer. Fast-paced action, this. Fun little main event. Here's Stevens. Fez press. Yeah, this is carnage. We've got like loads of action now on the outside. The action spilling out of the ring. Inside the ring, though, we've got Nick Aldis with Pope. And there we go. Oh, kick by Aron Stevens to Nick Aldis. Aldis goes down. Stevens. Discus forearm. Gets pulled outside the ring. Lovely strike there by Adonis. Nice work by Pope. Pope, do you know, Pope would be great in Hurt Business, wouldn't he? Pope would be awesome in Hurt Business. Pope might be the perfect person for the Hurt Business. Old school guy, very much like Lashley, Shelton Benjamin. Old school guy, overlooked. He's been out in the wilderness. Deserves one more run. 1, 2, 3. Handful of tights there by Chris Adonis. Oh, how great is that? How great is that? The Mongrovian flag is hanging up. Ah, how great is that? The Mongrovian flag is hanging up with all the other flags. I've only just noticed. That is awesome. That is awesome. We've got flags. All the flags are around, and the Mongrovian one is hanging up there. That's cool. That's really cool. That's really cool. I can't say I noticed that from the pay-per-view. Perhaps it was there at the pay-per-view. Right, I think Aron Stevens said we didn't need to use a chair. He gives the belt to Kratos, and yeah, nothing at the end, which I think is a bit of a shame. Good main event match though, but yeah, no surprises at the end. Which I'm a bit surprised with the fact there's no surprises. I'm quite surprised about. I'm certainly surprised that AEW haven't sent a bit of help their way, considering they've taken all of their talent. I'm surprised they've not given them something back. But it is great to see that Thunder Rosa is going to be quite active and still around. Melina as well. Really like that bigger guy, and I can't remember his name. Mike Plodder? I can't remember his name now, but I liked him. So, yeah, it feels a bit different because there's no audience. And with the stands being back, the cameras are a bit further back. Strictly Business are still there. Obviously, you've still got Thunder. You've still got Nick Aldis. I think there's definitely something to build on, but it doesn't feel like where we were, to be honest. It feels to me like without a crowd, it's always going to be different. You know, I can't imagine not. I can't imagine like. Well, I don't have to. I was going to say I can't imagine Power without Orange Santa, but that's exactly what we just got: Power without Orange Santa. So it was good. It was good. We need a crowd back. We need to get some of these stars established. We need to get some good stories going, and it's always hard, isn't it, for the first episode? It's always difficult. And also, when it first started, like, everything was new. So, like, you was looking at the studio, you was looking at the crowd, you were looking at the roster, you was getting used to the commentators, you was looking, like, there was so much going on. It was all new, and you was, like, taking it all in. A lot of that obviously doesn't work this time because there is no crowd. We know the studio. Commentators, we're still getting used to Tim Storm, but there's a lot of praise for Tim Storm. So, and people love Tim Storm as well. So they had a few guests on commentary, which was nice. It was nice to hear a female voice on there. A bit of diversity is good. So, yeah, I thought it was good. I thought it was solid. I thought there was definitely something there to grow on. It's something that we're going to watch every week. It's something that I do enjoy, and I'm going to look forward to having as a part of a Tuesday along with NXT, because NXT moves to a Tuesday soon. So the plan will be that we will start the stream by watching Power. Then we will... I don't know. I mean, there's a good chance that, like, now we would talk for an hour because I don't quite know when NXT will start on a Tuesday. It could be that we go straight from NWA into NXT, or there could be a little break, or I seriously don't know. I'm guessing it's going to be a case that we watch NWA, then we'd probably end up doing a bit of a chat about that. It's going to work. If that's the case, it's going to work really well because we can watch NWA, then use a bit of a break to talk about what we've seen, but also preview NXT, and then we can go straight into NXT. So that would be the plan for Tuesday. It does mean that Wrestling Escape Pod's going to have to move, and I did speak to Tommy about that, and he proposed to me Thursdays, so there is a chance that the Wrestling Escape Pod switches to a Thursday. So, man, that would mean that my week is going to be Raw on a Monday. It's going to be NWA and NXT on a Tuesday. It's going to be AEW on a Wednesday. Wrestling Escape Pod on a Thursday. SmackDown on a Friday. UFC on a Saturday. And then potentially a pay-per-view on a Sunday, if there is a pay-per-view. If there isn't a pay-per-view, then once a week I will fall into a coma. So that is what my week is now shaping up to look like. So obviously we'll get details out and all of that once things are put into concrete. But just pleased that NWA is back. And I think we could have quite a fun Tuesday night lined up with NWA and NXT, both on the same night moving forward. So awesome. Right. I do need to run away now and go to the Wrestling Escape Pod. So big thank you to everyone that joined us tonight. I hope you enjoyed seeing the return of the NWA. I appreciate it didn't have maybe the fireworks that we were hoping for, the big shocks and surprises. I think they've laid a foundation. I think that there was some good new stars that we saw tonight. This is going to be quite interesting as the weeks go by and they, continue finding their feet and telling some stories and maybe bringing in some new people that we haven't seen. Perhaps they've got some stuff planned. They don't want to just throw it in at the start. So I'm just pleased it's back, right? I'm just pleased it's back. So awesome. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you over on the Wrestling Escape Pod, which starts very, very soon. And of course, if you're not joining us for that, then I will see you tomorrow for AEW and NXT. If not, I'll see you over at the Escape Pod. Right. Bye for now.